Join us for some wintry ski resort truck camping.
Tonight we're going to be staying at Stratton Mountain Ski Resort in southern Vermont. We're currently at Foxwoods Casino in southeastern Connecticut. We stayed in their RV lot the last 2 nights, and we've got about a 3-hour drive to the ski resort. I'm just going to make sure everything is good to go in the camper, and I'm going to retighten our straps before we head out. I really need to wash the truck. I think it's been months since I've washed it. I'll probably do that the next time we take the camper off. This one seems pretty tight. I don't think I'll be able to tighten that one anymore. Usually the front ones come a little loose after driving for a while. Yeah, so I can tighten this one. I got 1 click on the front left one. I'll probably be able to do 1 click on this one too. Once we initially put the camper on and tighten it down, I like to retighten them after we drive for a little bit just to make sure they're all tight again. I made sure our propane was off as well, and it doesn't look like there's anything to clean up in here. I don't think we're planning on making any stops, and the drive shouldn't be that exciting. So I'll just see you when we get closer to the ski resort. I think we're going to encounter some snow closer to Vermont, but we'll have to see once we get there. You can see we weren't the only ones here. There's a handful of other people here, and these people even have a lawnmower outside of their camper.
Your route may be affected by winter storm warning.
We're almost halfway there, but we stopped in Pittsfield, Massachusetts to go to a couple stores and get gas. And I think I'm going to fill up the diesel heater while we're here, because it's going to be running tomorrow all day as well as tonight, because we're going to have Coco, our dog, in the camper. Our diesel heater has a 10-liter tank, and I got 1.23 gallons. We just passed into Vermont, and you can see the snow has started, and it's now 33 degrees. I think when we left it was 45. And we are here, and it's snowing more. There's a lot of people leaving. There's the Sun Bowl Base Lodge, and I think there's tubing over here. And the lodge is open from 9:30 to 4, so it's too late now. It's about 4:30, and we spotted one van over here, and that's the only other camper. You'll be able to see it in a second. Looks like it's a Mercedes van, and I think we're gonna try to go park down in a lower lot just so we're closer to the lodge and closer to the shuttle stop. Here we are. I'd say we got a pretty good spot, and we are close, walkable to the shuttle stop that'll bring us down the road, probably about 5 minutes or a mile and a half shuttle ride to the main base lodge. But I think we'll be able to get our tickets and just start from here and then ski down if we want to ski down to the main base lodge. The rain has turned to snow, and it's coming down pretty good now, so that'll be nice. And it's really not that busy here at all. I'm just gonna go start up our heater and get the camper warmed up. It really isn't that cold in here, but I'm sure it will be getting colder soon if we didn't turn the heater on. I think the truck said it was 23 degrees out now. I think I should also go out and turn on the propane so we can have a fire in our Dickinson heater as well. I also wanted to mention this before I forget. I've gotten some comments on some videos from last season of us going ski resort truck camping, and people asked, like, how do we figure out where to go and what places allow you to stay? If you can't stay on the resort, how do you figure out where to stay nearby? And for Stratton, I actually read on a Reddit post about ski camping that they let you stay in the Sun Bowl lot, and we wanted to confirm that before we drove here. So we just called up the lodge, and they were like, yep, the Sun Bowl Lodge is the only spot we allow it, but you can stay there. There weren't any signs once we got here of where exactly to park. So I think we'll be fine, and we will move if someone asks us to, but I think we'll be fine here. There are a few iOverlander free camping areas in the Green Mountain National Forest that aren't too far from here, but I think that most of those roads get gated off in the winter, so most of them are not really an option. iOverlander is how we find a lot of camp spots, but we also use Harvest Hosts. If you saw our last video, we went camping over New Year's in New Hampshire, and we stayed at a few different restaurants or breweries, I think. They were Harvest Host locations, and there are a few around here on our route, but this just ended up working out really well. But we probably would have stayed at this place called Vermont Distillers, which is about 40 minutes south of here, and they have a big flat parking lot, and we stayed there last year as well. It's too cold to have our sink hooked up, so we have our water tank in here with a 12-volt plug, and Kate's just going to be filling up our water bottles before we head into the camper. This is the same setup we used to have with our 4Runner, and we just used to plug it into a jackery that was in the back of the car. We're just heading into the camper for the evening, and I want to put these up so they're not frozen to the windshield. I think I still hear people tubing over here. I didn't see if they had lights on the tubing section, but they might. Yeah, it looks like it. You can see the snow is already accumulating up on the tailgate. We'll have to check in on this thing in a few hours or so to see how much snow has come down. I know I've shown this many times before, but these are still my favorite lights in the camper. The little LED string lights that I put around the perimeter. And I just remembered I never turned on the propane, so I'm gonna go do that. This camper has 2 compartments on the passenger side. One of them is storage, and the other one has 2 5-pound propane tanks in it. One of them's hooked up at once, and then when this one's empty, you just move the hose over there. We were in Connecticut because we were hanging out with Kate's family, and Kate's grandma Nancy told us she really likes this certain drink where you combine rum chata with Fireball, and she says it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So we got these little things to try that since we never tried that this weekend. It already is a lot warmer in here. It says it's only 48 in here and 32 outside, but the truck says it's colder. But I think for a little bit, I'm gonna turn this heater on as well. It's about 5:30 now. Hanging out by the fireplace has been nice, but we're about to make a few things for dinner. Do you want to show them what we're having?
We got some easy stuff from Trader Joe's for dinner for tonight. We got this curry with cashews, which is new and I haven't tried it yet. And we also got this peanut udon noodle salad, which I had before and was super good. We have some flatbread to go with it. So I'm excited. I'm really hungry.
You're not going to be able to hear it on the camera, but you can faintly hear the snow hitting the top of the camper up here. I just opened this window a crack. Usually we do that when cooking. We forgot to do that yesterday, but it just helps with the humidity and stuff coming from the stove. I've been trying to mix this thing up without spilling it. I should have a bigger bowl in here, but this is all we have. How do you like the curry?
I like it. I would get it again. I like it with the naan. What do you think?
It's pretty good. I don't know why the cashew is chewy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Our dinner was great. We just cleaned up from that. There's been people leaving from the tubing area, but I looked it up and tubing is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And so there's still an hour and a half left of that. And it is $40 per person to tube here. I can still hear the snow hitting the walls of the camper. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it over the heater. On Google Maps today, we kept getting a winter storm warning effect for our area. And I think around Stratton Mountain, it estimated somewhere between 6 and 10 inches of snow. So that would be cool if that really happened. And it's going to be an awesome day tomorrow. Last time I checked the weather, it should be sunny by midday tomorrow. That could have changed. And I wanted to talk about the reason why we're skiing in Vermont. Every early October, I think it's October 1st, there's this ski pass that goes on sale. It's called the Vermont Ski 4 Pass. It's $200 for 4 full day passes. And there's a list of places that you can go, but most all big ski mountains in Vermont are a part of the program. So it's really cool that we're only paying like $50 to ski here tomorrow. I just looked up the prices. If we were to just arrive at the ticket window, for a regular adult day pass, it is $188. We tried to buy the pass in fall of 2023 as well, but we weren't able to get it. It usually sells out within like the first 1 or 2 hours. My dad also got the pass this year, and he's going to be meeting us here tomorrow, and he's also going to be bringing our dog Coco with him. My parents watched Coco this past weekend while we were at the casino in Connecticut. Kate's been getting into knitting recently, and she's starting with knitting this sweater.
I feel like it's been coming out better than I expected. I thought it was going to look like super messed up and like I couldn't wear it. So I'm happy. This is the neck and the shoulders so far.
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I feel like you're doing a really good job.
Thanks.
I think Kate's going to knit and I'm going to edit a video, and then we're going to play some card game. And before we go to bed, we do want to go to bed early tonight, but before that, I want to go out and see how much snow has accumulated on the back here and on the car. I also want to see if any other campers have came in. We haven't really noticed much traffic out here, but who knows, a few other people may have showed up. Another thing we're doing tonight is we're going to be watching this weekly video. We're following this YouTube creator. It's a girl called Tia Weston on YouTube, where she bought a dollar house, and every Sunday she releases a video of all the work that she did the past week. And right now she's getting closer to move-in day.
Hello everybody, welcome to week 23 of turning my $1 house into a cozy home. Last week I did the wallpaper.
I was just thinking about if we were going to be in the way of a plow truck, and then I heard one show up over here. We decided to try that drink, the Fireball and Rum Chata, while we were watching this, and we're just sharing one. And it's pretty good. It's not bad, but I don't think it's our favorite drink. I don't think we would specifically buy the bigger bottles to do this again. Right here, there's another camper van coming in. I think it's a Ford Transit van. Well, I think we're going to play a little card game, and then I'm going to go outside and see how much snow there is. I think lower.
I'm going to say higher.
We only played one game. I just came out to check things out. You can see I've already brushed off some snow, but we did get a few inches. And we've actually got two vans next to us now, which is pretty neat. This really is going to be awesome ski conditions tomorrow. I'll have to remember to bring in the water and bring in our ski bags before bed. That way they're just not frozen in the morning. We've also been bringing our negative 20-degree sleeping bags with us, just in case we have problems with our heaters. It's always good to have a backup option just to be extra safe. That's the plow over there. I'm just walking over to this corner. They're about to close the tubing for the night. I just want to see if there's any vans or other campers that parked in this lot over here. No one else is here from what I can see. I believe that van is still over there in the corner, but I guess other people pulled in, and when they saw us, they just decided to park in the same row. You can see there's a decent amount of snow. I bet we are going to get 8 to 10 inches tonight, or at least I hope. Here's a better shot of the vans. The long or medium base Mercedes Sprinter, and then a Ford Transit van. Before I head back in, here's the snow update for the box on the back. There's two vans here now, and it's quite snowy.
Wow. Are the two vans like both next
Yeah, they're
to
just
us?
right next to us right here behind where you're sitting.
That's cool.
According to my phone for Stratton, it is currently 15 degrees outside.
Oh, I have to discard still. I got a discard.
It's a little after 9:30 now. We're going to be heading to bed. Kate's already changed, but I got to go get our ski stuff and our water so it doesn't freeze. And we will see how much more snow came down. Oop, and there's a decent amount more again. The hood is covered again, and there's still a lot on the windshield, even though I wiped it off earlier. And I turned the back floodlight on just so you can see what that looks like. My boots aren't very big, but you know, if I step in the right spot, they are getting covered. Here's a look at the back light. It really does work well, and before our road trip this coming summer, we want to add another one on this side and maybe the other side as well. I still have two more of them. When I bought this one, I had purchased three. We just never got around to installing it, and you can see the awning brackets are still there. We used to have a big 270-degree awning on the back, but we took it off just because it was so hard to use because it was so high up. I don't think we're going to be using the propane again, so I'm turning this off just to be extra safe. This is our diesel heater exhaust. I have another video on the diesel heater setup, so if you'd like to see that, I'll put the link for that video in the description. It's so cold because of the wind. I feel like if our diesel heater wasn't working, we wouldn't want to be staying here. And it should be a nice night. It's 64.6 degrees in here. We're just going to be going to bed soon, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We slept pretty good. Temperature got a lot colder. My phone says it's 5 degrees out and feels like -2. And people are just starting to fill in next to us. That's my dad right there actually too. So he's going to get a spot right next to us. It's a perfectly sunny day out, but it's going to be really cold at the top. I hope it's not windy like it was last night. Coco, are you so happy to be here? She's really excited with the snow and the cold weather. Coco's glad to be hanging out in the camper. Kate's getting her boots on. My dad's out there getting his boots on, and I'll see you when we're going up the lift. How's it going? Are you too warm?
Yeah, I'm too warm and we haven't even skied yet.
Yeah, the line's pretty long, but I'm sure it'll be fun. First run of the day, and that's Kate and my dad going down right there. I'm not used to this. I've been going skate skiing at our local cross-country ski center, so I haven't had these on in a while. The snow is great. I think we probably got 6 to 7 inches last night. We're at the top again looking at the map, and we are going to make our way over to the main base gondola this time. It's such a beautiful day out. And we've made it to the base. The gondola's to my left, and this waffle cabin over here smells really good. I guess on a busy day with downhill skiing, there is a lot of waiting in lines. You ready to head down? Wow, look at that view up ahead. I gotta figure out what that mountain is. I think I'm just gonna enjoy skiing for the next few runs, and I'll see you when we're back in the truck. We're now near the downtown village, and we're gonna walk this way, and then we're gonna make our way back to the truck camper to have lunch. The Drift, that looks like a fun restaurant. They have a nice outdoor area in the summer months. I think these are all condos you can stay in too. This place right here, the 802 Bar and Lounge, is the place we were considering going to last night, but decided not to come over here. And maybe we'll stop by later for a drink or something. This route should lead us back to the Sun Bowl Lodge. I believe this trail is called 91. That should be Kate right behind me. And we are back, and I'm sure Coco's happy to see us. I bet we're even getting some solar here. Coco, we are here to save you. It's warm in here. 69 degrees. I guess we can turn this thing down. Hello.
Coco is very happy to be getting a little walk in. She's been enjoying her cozy time in the camper though.
Kate's currently out there walking Coco around. We're both going to be having a sandwich and a wrap from Trader Joe's as our lunch. I think that's going to be it for this video. We're going to do like 3.5, 4 more hours of skiing after lunch, I hope. And as always, thanks for watching.